Grandma DC here. Sunday, 12 weeks on the carnivore diet. Okay, let's see what's going on. I have to tell you, I had a bump in the road this week, a big bump. And it wasn't, I didn't think it was a cheat, but boy, it took me down to the ground a few notches. And we'll talk about that, but let's get on the scale. I am ready for a plateau. I tell you what, especially after what I did. Let's get zoomed in now. Get it to 0. Step on and try not to wiggle around. All right. Whoo! 2 more pounds down. And I'm back. I've got my morning cup of moringa / CBD oil coffee. And I will tell you why this is the first cup I'm having in the day. Usually I have just a regular cup of coffee and then I go put the moringa and the CBD oil in it because I want to enjoy that first cup. But today we're having the good stuff right off the bang, and here's why. Mother was gone this week, as you all know. And I was going to do another video, kind of post midweek. What the heck, talk to y'all, you know. And I went out into the countryside and went to the Amish store, and I realized about 4 o'clock I hadn't eaten. And that's the thing about the carnivore diet. You're not hungry, so you just kind of like go and do, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, look at the time, and I haven't eaten anything. So rather than eat out while I was at the Amish store, I don't really like their cold cut things they carry. It's just packaged stuff, you know. And so I thought, oh, I'll just get some cheese cubes. So I bought some cheese cubes. They were pepper jack, and they had peppers in them. Keep that in mind, because that may be significant down the story trail. Okay. And I ate, it was a 10-ounce package. I ate half of it and I was stuffed. I thought, 5 ounces of cheese and you're stuffed. What is wrong with you? You know? And so I later went and visited my daughter. I had quite a bit of coffee. I had quite a bit of diet soda along the way, which I've tried to cut down on diet soda, but it was a treat day. I was out running around and visiting. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm fine. I came home. I was good. Next day, got up and I was hungry, I think. I just felt like I really wanted something to eat. It was craving, okay? Hadn't felt it in a while. Didn't quite recognize it off the bang. And so I went and I ate some more cheese, the rest of that cheese. Then during the day, I had some eggs and cheese. This is a theme. Keep with me here with the cheese theme. And I had cheese with eggs. Well, actually, it was more egg with cheese because I had more cheese than egg, I think. And it was delicious. And butter. And I'm thinking, all right, you know what? I'm still carnivore. I'm still doing good. You know, on down the line, I think that evening I had a half a cup of my carnivore chili. And half a cup just made me feel like I was so full. Like I had come out of Thanksgiving dinner. You know, I was just like, oh my gosh, half a cup? I used to be able to eat like 2 bowls of chili with crackers, go back and eat some more crackers. You know, I tell you what, I loved food. Food made me feel good. Food was my friend. You know, and I eat now and it's just like, eh. So you ate, you know, steaks, hamburgers, meat, things like that. It's just chew and swallow, chew and swallow, chew and swallow. I don't really get a lot of head rush, pleasure, emotional gratification. What word am I looking for here for a food addict? I don't know. But apparently I am one. And the carnivore diet has made like something in my head switch. So now I'm just like, maybe I should eat. Do I want to go to the trouble, you know? So that was my day. I got up the next, that night, after I ate all the cheese and the egg and cheese and egg, and I was watching a movie. And I had some pecans in the house. I looked them up and I'm like, 4 grams of carb and a half a cup. Hey, you know what? I could do 8 carbs probably. I'm fine. I've only had eggs and cheese, and I've had no carbs today. So I got out a cup, filled it with pecans, and sat and watched a movie and ate pecans. Like I said, I'm the world's worst experimenter. Went to bed that night, woke up in the middle of the night, my back was hurting, my hip was hurting, I ached all over, even my rib cage hurt. It felt like I had been crushed by a boulder while I was asleep, and I woke up and it was like, ah. I finally got set up out of the bed. I limped into the bathroom because I had to go to the bathroom. And I thought, what in the world? I haven't hurt like this in a long time. I tried to go back to bed. I couldn't go to sleep. I hurt too bad. I had to get back up and take ibuprofen. And it's been a while since I've taken ibuprofen, so it took me about 20 minutes to find it in the cabinet. You know, I was lucky I even found some. And so I was like, next morning, I guess the ibuprofen had wore off. I don't know what time it was when I took it. It was the middle of the night somewhere. And it was hard getting out of bed. Oh my gosh, I hurt. And I was down. And I felt sick. And I just felt awful. And part of me is like, what? How come? You know, what is going on? Well, I got off on my days. You know, when you don't work anymore. So I was thinking it was a day ahead of what it was. All right. So I guess it would have been Thursday and I thought it was Friday. Or Friday and I thought it was Saturday. No, it was Friday and I thought it was Saturday. I don't know. I'm so confused. Yeah, that carnivore diet never has made this head clear, ever. It's not possible at this age. So I went and got up in the morning and took more ibuprofen. I made it through another day of hurting. I mean, even going down the steps to feed the chickens. And I'm thinking, boy, how quickly memory returns. You know, I remember this feeling. It's awful. And I got back in the house and took more ibuprofen. That day, I made it through. I decided that I would never eat cheese or pecans again. It was one or the other. And of course, you know, we always say never, but you know. So I looked up pecans on Google, and I said, are they inflammatory? And it said no, that they are anti-inflammatory. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. So I decided, because I thought it was a day ahead, I thought it was Sunday, but it was Saturday. And I weighed. And I'll show you a quick clip of that if I can pull it off of the other video. It was 261 and a half. So I had gained 1.5 pounds from the week before. And I mean, I expected to plateau. All diets plateau me, usually sooner than 12 weeks. I plateau and then just sit there and, you know, don't lose. So I was like, about time. I expected it, you know, no big deal, really, you know. That was yesterday, okay? 261 and a half yesterday morning. Then someone told me it was Saturday, not Sunday, and I'm like, oh, whew. But I decided to fix the pain problem, this inflammatory response I was obviously having. Yesterday I had a fasting day. I did not eat all day. My cousins came to visit. Thank heavens, that kept me busy. I drank coffee, tea, the usual. I had, I think, 1 soda. That's all. And got through my day. Last night I was hurting when I went to bed, but I just went ahead and took the ibuprofen because I wasn't going to suffer through the night. And this morning I got up and you saw the results. 258. 3.5 pounds in one day. Now that tells me that the inflammatory response I had was phenomenal. It was a 3.5 pound swelling, pain. And I'm still feeling a tiny bit of pain in my hip and lower back, not like it was. I haven't had anything to eat today. I'm considering doing another fasting day just to see if I can get all the inflammation out of my body. It's amazing what fasting and the carnivore diet does for you as far as pain goes. The weight loss for me is a wonderful byproduct. I'm trying to keep the pain away so that I can keep moving, I can keep my hands from cramping, I can not have cramps in my thighs. I should have known, because now that I think about it, after I ate the cheese and the pecans that one day, that night my legs were like restless leg syndrome. They were not cramping, not Charlie horsing, but just felt, couldn't quite get comfortable, you know. And I went to sleep and then I woke up in all that pain. So there's my experience with adding something besides meat for the first time. And it was not a good experience at all. On the bright side, I'm happy to be below 260. On the other side, I know that all I have to do is eat a couple of pecans and I'm going to gain 3 pounds of water weight and swelling. So, yeah. Nice to be in the 50s again. It really is. Now, next goal, 9 pounds. We can get under the 50 and see the 40s. Woo! That'd be something, wouldn't it? I haven't been that low since my gastric bypass. So I just, I don't know what I would do. I listen at night. I listen at night to these weight loss hypnosis things. I'm making some people a lot of money because I'll listen to these for 8-9 hours. Maybe I should make one. Now you are feeling positive. You know, the thing is I fall asleep to them and they say they're subliminal and they're supposed to help you have, you know, willpower and everything. And I listen to different ones. Doesn't matter. Just pick one you like the voice, you know. And I don't think they're doing anything for me other than it's like listening to a fan. It's that kind of dull noise in the back. I like hearing a voice. That way I don't have to listen to the ringing in my ears, which is better, but still there. Yeah. I still listen to the ringing of the universe, I think. I'll just call it that. I hear all the microwaves and everything just into one constant ring. Sounds like locusts on high. You don't have locusts where you are? Well, they sound like this. All the time. Except ours go ear, ear. My impression of a locust. I just embarrassed my kids. So I gathered up like a lot of my keto stuff I had from when I was doing keto, which is almond flours, coconut flours, all these things that I probably am not going to use anymore. And I'm taking him to my daughter because her husband's doing keto and he needs to. He's a big, big, big boy. And I don't know what he weighs, but I would well over 300, well over. And he did keto once and he lost a lot of weight. Keto works really well for men. I did see him and he didn't look very healthy. So I suggested the carnivore diet, but my daughter being a vegetarian and a vegan, she's very supportive. She actually cooks him meat and proteins and things like that. But they also do a lot of vegetable. I took her a spiralizer and she was like, look, honey, you don't have to hand crank spiralize anymore. I'm like, no, use the electrics, way better. And so I'm wondering if he's not also inflamed and he has depression. Also, as do I. As I said, someone said, are you still taking your depression meds? Twice a week, yes. I do find that I'm a little scared to just let it go completely. You know, it's like I don't want to go back to hurting physically, so I don't want to eat donuts, Chinese carbohydrate spread. I tell you what, that pain response really, it's Pavlov's, you know. Now that I've had that, I'm like, okay, well, yes, no, 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 no. You know, eat a carbohydrate and something shocks you, you know, that's a pretty good deterrent for me, you know. I think it happened all my life. I just never put it all together as to what was causing it. That's the weird thing, you know. So, I hope this helps someone else out there. Let me know if you have a lot of pain and you try the carnivore diet and it helps. My cousin came to visit. I was happy to see. She has an artificial heart valve. This is a whole new ball game, guys. You know, she has to take blood thinners and things. But she was considering the carnivore diet because she has so much pain in her knees. I said to talk to her doctor first. Because apparently on keto, her blood thickened. And you can't have that. Not with blood thinners. Not when you need them like she does. So everyone's an individual. Everyone's different. Listen to your body. Half listen to your doctor. Most doctors aren't very up on any of the dietary things. She has recommended a doctor to me, though. I'm going to go try to find her this coming up week and see if I can wrangle an appointment and then give her the 5-minute synopsis of my complicated health issues. Have you got 5 minutes? It's going to go in one ear and out the other. It doesn't matter. Alright, well, I have no plans for today, but I know Mom's home, so my plan is to hook up with her at some point. I'm going to let the chickens out. They haven't been let out yet today, so we'll maybe put a little jaunt on that at the end. Angus needs to go to the vet this week. Angus is not doing good. He's, I don't know, he's having incontinent issues. I think he's gotten way too heavy. That's what the doctor will tell me, but he's as carnivore as I can get him. You know, he's a dog. What can you do? Oh, and my son said he's moving out. Yes, cheers. I don't know when, but he said he agreed to move in with somebody, and he has agreed that he will take the old funky van. I'm going to miss the old funky van. Now I'm going to have to find me a truck or another van to replace it so I can haul stuff around. Or put a hitch on my Prius. Yeah, that hitches and Priuses, that doesn't seem to quite go together, does it? I love you all. I'll put on some of the animals here at the very end, nothing exciting. Like, share, and subscribe to keep up with the insanity. I hope your day is going well. And you can hear the usual background music that is going on in my house. Angus, are you not feeling good, boy? Whoa! Close up, I scare ya. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, big fella. Yeah, have a foot. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. Got eye googers too. Yeah, we're going to the vet. Scudley, be a good boy. Try, huh? Morning, girls. How are you guys this morning? Come on, everyone out. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody on the nest? Whoop, excuse me, did I get you before the egg got laid? You okay? Oh, we'll come back and get those later. Morning, chicks. Hi, cuties. Look at both the dogs are like, let the little ones out. We would like to eat those. Oh, the little ones look so tasty, don't they, Scudner? Scud says, oh yes, they do. Here's all 3 of the little ones. Aren't they cute? Little wild raised ones. Those are Saramas, for those of you who don't know what kind of chickens they are. We don't let the Saramas out because, yeah, the land sharks would get them. Oh, mark it as yours. Okay, done and done. I gotta get zoomed in before I get on here. Get my shoes off. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Well, make up your mind, Scale.